Hey everyone, Scott from Galaxy Comics in Saginaw, Michigan with another CGC unboxing video. This time I have two bigger boxes. They feel pretty heavy, they're pretty full. I'm not entirely sure what's in here. I think I have an idea what's in one of them, and if I'm right, it's some cool stuff, and if I'm wrong, it's some slightly less cool stuff. I also have one little box here. This one I'm going to do first. This one's not quite as exciting, although there should be a couple cool books in here, but this is just a this was a reholder. I had a couple of customers sent in some stuff, and this was the high dollar reholder stuff. So I'm just gonna open these up real quick and get them out of the way, and just show you a couple of neat little books. Nothing we haven't seen before, but kind of cool. We got a Giant Size X-Men #1, 7.5. And I like this book. This is actually not one that you see every day. And this is an X-Men #1, 3.5 signature series by Stan the Man, signed on 4/26/14. So signed quite a while ago. But just a couple of neat little books to whet your appetite for these other two boxes. So I don't know which one I'm going to open first. This one made me a little nervous. This is how the box was delivered, and this is probably the worst condition I've ever received a CGC box in. Normally they're really tight and everything. I've had some smushed corners and things like that, but I'm going to just open this one up and see what's in here, and see if I want to do this one first. I'll do this one first. This is the model stuff, if this is what I think it is, and if this is what I think it is, I'm going to do this one second. So, let's see. Good. Okay. So far, so the good. So, this is a Walking Dead #2 in near mint condition. Not quite as super awesome and hot as it once was, although it is still pretty cool. Walking Dead #2. Don't see those every day. I don't see them that often at all, honestly. It was suggested I take them out of the plastic bag. I guess it wasn't showing up very well in the video. So I'm going to do that for you, the loyal viewer. There's a Walking Dead 19, first Michonne. 8.0, which we knew had some problems. It's got a... It does have definitely... If I can get rid of the glare, you can see that. There's definitely some... see all the stuff sitting on the table, too. Definitely some dings on the spine. So, honestly, I don't think a very fine is that bad for that book. That has some pretty good little spine dingies. These we've seen a lot of. I've sent in a lot of them. First Dr. Aphra, 9.8, cool. Wow, that one hurts a little bit. These books in particular were not pressed, and for whatever reason, either because they were brand new, right off the shelf moderns, or the customer just didn't, want them that way. The Walking Dead's, I know the guy that sent them in, and he's just kind of doing it for his own collection. So honestly, not what I would have done. Like, so this Walking Dead 19 that pulled an 8, there's definitely some color break, ding, ding, ding. But I can't say that it wouldn't have benefited from a press. There's some color break on the back, but I mean, who's to say? You flatten it out a little bit, you still have the creases on the spine, but I can't say that wouldn't have come back a 8.5 or a 9 with a press. This one, I don't know, man. Yeah, it's got ding, 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 ding on the spine. Not bad. They don't really break color. Anyway, long story short, it's a Darth Vader 20. first Mando and Grogu cover. It's got a couple little dingies on the spine. That knocked it down to a 9.2. Skip, 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 skip. Oh, that's nice. Okay, here's what... The ones that we haven't really seen before, I'm going to take out of the bag. The other ones I'm just going to gloss over. Star Wars Forces of Destiny, the Ahsoka and Padme issue. 9.8. Nice. This book was like pretty hot for a minute when Ahsoka was on the TV show there. So she's getting her own series and yada 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 and everything. And this was kind of a lower print run. I don't know what it goes for now, but it was getting up there for a minute. Look, all these little fingerprints or smudges on the cases. Oh, we got a Last Padawan. Canon, Last Padawan, 9.6. We've seen that. Punisher #1 miniseries. How's this book? It's fine. So that's a 6.0. Another one, it definitely has some color breaking creases and things like that. Not that it might not have benefited from a press, but they didn't really want it. Oh. This is where the risk is. This is where you roll your dice, and you take what you get. So we got 8 Billion Genies #1. This is the A cover. 9.6, not a 9.8, but I know these were right off the rack into the bag and board, that kind of thing, because he bought them from me, and we bag and board all of our books before I even put them on the rack. But again, I've said it before, 9.8s are not guaranteed. You got the B cover, 9.6. I mean, still decent. It's 8 Billion Genies. Great story. Hopefully the TV show does it justice. And here's the C cover. There's your 9.8. So that one turned out all right. But yeah, so these went right out of the shipping box, diamond shipping box, into a bag and board. But you get what you get. You don't throw a fit, as they say in my kids' school. So here's a Darth Maul #2, first Cad Bane in comics. 9.2. So a near mint minus. Here is a Darth Maul 3. Golly. So anyway, Darth Maul 3, 7.5. Right? A very fine minus. It's because of scuffs or something? There's a little scuff maybe? I mean, there's some scuffing on the spine. You can see right in here, but man, that's a hit. Whew. 7.5. What printing is this? First printing, I believe. No, it's a fourth printing. First printing was black. Something is Killing the Children, #1. Fourth printing, 9.6. Nice. Nice. And a Something is Killing the Children #2, first printing, 9.4. Also nice. Nice. It's definitely has some color breaking creases on the spine. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Just on the front cover, not on the back cover. So that's what gets you a near mint. Okay, I'm glad he got these grades that he did. Ooh, Jesus, that one hurts. I was a little slow on sending these in. He's been waiting on these for quite a while. Partly my fault, mostly my fault. Whatever. Superman Son of Kal-El #1, 9.8. Not a key book, not an expensive book. Cool Superman #1 homage. But a 9.8. Can't argue with that. And the Batman Urban Legends 6. Book was hot for a second. About a year ago when he gave them to me. But a 9.8. Nice square bound. Expected that to come back in 9.8. Not a surprise. This one is tough because it's all newsprint. This is another one. I think with a press, he definitely would have benefited from a press. There's Action Comics #1, first appearance of Superman. Not a real one. I mean, it's real. It's a comic book, right? But this is the 1983 Superman Peanut Butter promotional comic. Very fine. It's all newsprint. Ooh, that case is cracked. Sweet. I get to send that. I get to send that back in. I hope that's the only one that's cracked. I didn't check the backs on the others. Yeah. I have to double check those. See, that was the one where the top of it was all split open. Yeah, that is correct. Dang. But anyway, oh, there's the Superman peanut butter. Its strength is its great taste, right? So yeah, with the press, could have got rid of some of these creases on the spine. Probably would have kicked it up a little bit. Whatever. So, oh, one more. Curious. Silver foil. Oh, so Avengers 360. Right. So this was the. See, I don't know if that's a crease. I wouldn't have. Yeah. You get one little ding on it for it, whatever. But this is the foil embossed. The foil embossed cover. But this is the silver foil edition, which I think the rest of these were like a gold or a bronze cover, and this one was like silvery. So I mean yeah, embossed silver foil cover. So that's cool. 9.8. Nice. I don't know a lot about it. I know the guy that sent it in. I'll ask him. And then so the rest of it. I had these from customers, and I don't do a lot of modern submissions without pressing, unless it's stuff that's right off the rack. So I had to fill up the rest of this box, and I filled it with, it's all the same book. I'll show you the book, and then I'll tell you the story. Get this box out the way. So, I filled the rest of it. He's going to be happy with these. Killing Joke, first print, 9.8. Okay. So if you go back a stretch, and I did a series of videos for an unboxing. Try that again. I did a series of videos for a collection. It was kind of an unboxing. It was like 10 videos of comics that I bought off this guy. And these are ones that he kept for himself, but our deal was that I was going to submit them, and we'll get them graded and sell them and split the money or whatever. So these are these were fresh out of the case. When Killing Joke came out, it was in a small little box with the counter dump in it. Jeez, I had the box. The box was sitting over here on the floor for like the longest time. And I don't know what I did with it. It was sitting right there for like 6 months. But anyway, so there was maybe 25 copies. It came with a little counter dump with like 25 copies. So these came out of that box. It was like an unopened case of Killing Joke, #1, first prints. Just gorgeous. So what I did, there's 3 more 9/8. There's 3 more 9/8. So I think I have 10 of them. I think he gave me 10 of them. So I sent in 7 because that was what filled up this the rest of this invoice. So bunch of Killing Joke #1, or not #1, Killing Joke first print, all in 9.8 condition. Pretty happy with that. So he's going to be happy because we're just going to sell those, and then I think I've got like 3 more that'll go in on the next round. So that was a pretty good box, except for that Action Comics being damaged. But if that's the only one, I'll have to really double check them all now. If that's the only one, I can live with that. We'll just send it back in for a reholder. And, he won't be happy about that because he's been waiting forever for those books. And now, oh man, you get to wait like a couple more weeks. But what you're going to do, right? Okay, this is not the box that I thought it was, but it's still a cool box. Let's see here. Oh, geez, are they in order? They're kind of in order. Now, this is from... What did I send in for this guy? I've done several videos with books from this guy's collection. He's the one that sent in the late Bronze Age stuff. He got the Godzilla 9.8 and the Moon Knight #1s and the She-Hulk #1s and the whatever. All these really cool late 70s, a couple issues of Heavy Metal, some Vampirella, which we're waiting to get back, things like that. But he also has a ton of Silver Age and quite a bit of Golden Age too. So I guess I'll pull these all out of the case. It's going to kind of be a pain, but these are really neat, and you don't see these a lot, and I'm really excited to see the grades on these. So this is a Looney Tunes number 211 from 1959. So that was like 208 years ago, something like that. It's a 9.0. I don't know a lot of people that collect Looney Tunes anymore. I don't know anybody that collects Looney Tunes. But, the old Bugs Bunny and whatnot, people still know who he is, right? Especially these I would call these high grade. Here's a 188, 8.5. Not quite as nice, but still nice. Here's a 190, 8.0, very fine. Looney Tunes 190, very fine condition. I think you're starting to get the picture here. It's a big run of Looney Tunes. So it's a 185 and 8.5. Here's a 186, 8.0. We're going to be seeing a lot of books from this guy. A lot of books from this guy this year, because he has stuff out. He has stuff to go out. He comes in about once a month and brings in 25 or 50 books to be submitted. There's a 7.5, a 187. It's from 1957. 7.5. Man, it's sharp. Here's a 182 from 1956. Bugs Bunny reading a Bugs Bunny comic book. It's annoying. Very fine near mint copy of Looney Tunes, 182. Here's a 183. Near mint minus, a 9.2. Book from 1957. So, what is that, like 65 years old? 70, 80, 90, 0, 1, 2. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot old. Here's a 184. 8.0, very fine. Here is kind of an outlier because it's not from that Looney Tunes run. This is a 4-color number 200, but it is a Bugs Bunny Super Sleuth. 6.5. I mean, the book's from 1948, man. This book is older than my mom. Believe it or not. 1948. 6.5. Here's a Looney Tunes Merry Melodies, number 44. It's a pretty generous 8. This is an 8.0. But anyway, this book's from 1945, for crying out loud. It's got some issues up in here, but that's maybe why it's not a 9. It's just got a little scuff up on that corner. You can see. It's kind of got a scuffy corner. But it's an 8. Book from 1945. Here is a Looney Tunes 181. I think this one had maybe a little more color breaking. I don't know. That's a 6.5. Still nice for a book from 1956. Okay. All right. Blow through the rest of these here. Here's a Looney Tunes. Oh, these are practically new. His book is from 1960. It's got a couple little issues with it. 7.5. So that was a 220. Here's the Looney Tunes 221. 9.6. Book from 1960. So that book is 63 years old. 63 years old next month. Book's a 9.6. Here's a 222. How's a 221? Here's a 222 from the same run. 9.6. Extra super sharp. Here's a 223. 9.0. Here's a 224. 9.2. Here's a 216. Yeah, CGC makes a big deal about make sure you pack the books in the same order that they're on the invoice, not the order that you entered them, or that could slow down processing. And then when they send them back to you, then the box are just completely random. Because when I put them in, I guarantee these were in numerical order when I put them in, alphabetical and numerical. Looney Tunes 216, 9.0. And Looney Tunes 217. This is a 7.5. It's got a little ding on the corner, but that black cover, though, I think that'd be tough. 217. Did somebody write that? Somebody wrote 217 up in the corner, really tiny. But it has the stamp on it. September 22nd, 1959. Has the arrival stamp. Looney Tunes 218. Got a 7.0. Looney Tunes 219. Got a 9.0. Looney Tunes, I think we already did the 220s, so we're going to jump back down. Here's a 215. July 23rd, 1959. Near mint copy. From 1959. And here's a 212. Yeah, somebody wrote on it with a pen. See, somebody wrote 212 on there. Doesn't look much worse than the rest of them, but that one's a 6. So that one's only fine. Oh, well, I guess there's kind of a big crease across the cover there. I guess that, geez, knocks it down to a 6, though. Here's from May 21st, 1959, Looney Tunes 213. Very fine, 8.0. And lastly, number 214 with Bugs and Petunia from 859. June 23rd, 1959. That was May 21st? Yep, June 23rd. Neat. 9.6. 9.6. Near Mint Plus. It's got a little scuffy corner down here, but that must be all. But somebody did write 214 on there too. So somebody wrote the issue numbers on the cover really small. Yeah, because they don't have them on there, and it's clearly not printed. Somebody wrote that. But a 9.6, nonetheless. Nice. So those are cool, and especially if you like Looney Tunes. If you like Bugs Bunny, some really sharp books. So yeah, this guy's getting a lot of his stuff. He has this huge collection. And he's bought this stuff over the years. He bought a ton of stuff back in the 70s and 80s. So that's, when he bought this lot, he didn't buy them off the rack. Obviously, I don't think he's that old. From 1959, but he, you could buy stuff like this, in the 70s. His books were only like 20 years old, and, you could find a big lot of them in really, really nice shape, as he did. So he's been sitting on them for like 30, 40 years, probably longer than that, 40 years. Lots of stuff like this that he has coming back. So we'll look forward to those later this year. The next box I have should be some Captain Americas. I'm waiting for a box with some Captain Americas in it. That's what I thought this was, but obviously it's not. It's Bugs Bunny. So anyway, that's it for now. Got a ton more stuff out. I just sent 4 boxes of Moderns to CGC today to get graded, and I've got some of those X-Men from the last collection video that I did are at Gary's getting pressed, and a bunch of other stuff, and I got like 200 more books to send in. So a lot of stuff coming back this year, lots of different stuff, a lot of cool stuff, and we will look forward to that. And anyway, so that's it for this video, and as always, thanks for watching.